Salut people from all around the world. Today we're going to decorate for fall. Yes, you heard me. It's the first week of September. It is time to decorate. I have always found a lot of joy in decorating my apartment for different seasons, but especially for fall. This year I have put myself a budget of €50, which is probably $60. If I wanted to purchase a few new things, that was alright. And I have to say I did pretty well. The only thing that I have ordered, and I have done it from a second-hand online application, which is called Thrifted. I have ordered 2 kitchen towels from Zara Home, second-hand, and I got them for €5. The second thing I have ordered are those 2 little chestnut boxes, those porcelain chestnuts. You can put things in it, but I'm just going to use them for decorating. It was €25 and it's also second-hand, and I think they will look really good in the kitchen. First things first, before decorating, I do think it's a good idea to do an inventory of what you already have from the past years. And I actually had a lot. And when you put everything in front of you, that way you kind of feel humbled and you tell yourself, oh, I don't have to necessarily purchase a lot of things this year because I have a lot from the previous years, which is actually smart. I started with the living room and this specific furniture piece from IKEA. It is white, it is very easy to style. On top of it, I have this thrifted painting. I really wanted to get it framed this year, but it was between 60 to 100 euros. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do it probably next year because I don't have the money for that right now. I removed the lavender and I switched it with this radiated, I think it's called radiated eucalyptus. It is not dry. It looks still like fresh. It is beautiful and it's painted. And I tried 2 different options. The first one is just by laying down the books and putting some pine cones in this little basket. Let me know which option do you prefer, but I ended up going for option 2. So just the 2 vertical books in between marble blocks. After this, I moved towards my entryway, and this is what you see whenever you enter the apartment. I started by removing the lavender. I removed everything that was on the piece of furniture. I sprayed it, cleaned it a little bit. I also cleaned the mirror. It took me quite a bit of time to figure out what I wanted to do in the entryway. The only thing I knew was that I wanted to have this beautiful fake leaf garland that I made last year on top of the mirror. And then it took a bit of time to figure out how I wanted to put the pieces on top of the furniture. So even though it looks very easy, it didn't take like 10 minutes. Trust me, it took probably 40 or 50 minutes just to figure out the perfect way of putting everything. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so everything takes me more time because I always want things to look a certain way. Wherever you have a spare vase where you can hide things inside, do it. I use either baking soda to remove smells, or I fill my vases with the cheapest grinded coffee you can find in your local supermarket. And on top of this, I just put a very thin piece of paper, and on top of it, I added this LED candle, which I have bought. I think it was at Flying Tiger, but you can find some very similar options on Amazon, and I'll try to link them down below. Now let's move on real quick towards the living room. This one was the fastest to decorate. I wouldn't even say decorated. I just had this blanket from last year. It was from Primark. And then behind my dining table, I have this little nook with a thrifted mirror and a plant. I have just added a black candle. I have added those 2 black books I had from my little library at home. And I have this Himalayan salt lamp that I have also linked in my storefront. I really like it. It's maybe 20 bucks. And that's it for the living room. Welcome into my kitchen. This is the second place in my entire apartment I spend the most of my time. If I had to choose only one place in my apartment I could decorate, it would be the kitchen. Even though I don't spend my entire day here, I feel like fall calls for very cozy meals, for stews, soups, really nice apple cakes, and all of those things. So I need to decorate my kitchen, and I know make me feel more inspired to cook more cozy meals in the following weeks, and I'm really excited. So I have an idea of how I want to do it. I don't want to overdo it because of course I need to have a lot of space on my countertop to be able to bake and cook, But there are a few places that I want to decorate and I'll show you all of this. But first things first, let's make ourselves a cup of coffee. And now I feel like we can get started because I have some energy. So let's start decorating the kitchen. If there is one very easy thing you can do to change the ambiance of your place, it's just changing the kitchen towels. So I have put the two checkered ones into the kitchen. One is just hanging there near this beautiful copper one from Monoprix. And the second one I have put it on my oven is just a decorative kitchen towel, the one on my oven. I don't want people to use it for their hands. And I also said that to my boyfriend, don't use it for your hands. This one is purely for decorating. On this side of the kitchen, right above my sink, I just had those postcards that were already there from last year. I have put them there after my trip to Thailand. And I just added those eucalyptus branches that I purchased last year. One is red, the other one is orange, and then I added pomme de pin. I'm not sure how you say that in English. And that's probably it for this area. Then if we move to the microwave side and my kettle and coffee station, I just added one of those two porcelain boxes I received. I didn't want to put too much on the countertops. I have just added a black candle, and then I added those two IKEA white candles I had from years ago. And then on the other side of the kitchen, I also really like this nook. I just added those little mushrooms I had for last year. I think I bought them at the supermarket. They had really good home decor and it was something like $3 per mushroom, so I got few. And this is the hack. In this little white porcelain pot I have in the back, I put baking soda and lemon essential oils, and it basically absorbs all of the bad smells from the kitchen. On the left side, I have this, I don't even know how you call it. It looks like a bowl, but it's not technically a bowl, and I have just added some sweet potatoes. I do like the color. It was already in my kitchen because I have to use them for a recipe, but that's it. I didn't want to overdo it because this is kind of the place I just put my fruits and my flowers, but I don't want to have it messy. I just want it to look very clean. Now I'm just so happy I decorated. Everything feels so fall and so cozy. It makes me inspired to make cinnamon rolls in the next week, I think. So yeah, if you enjoyed, let me know, and also let me know if you like to decorate for fall, because not everyone does, but I feel like in the US more people decorate than in France. So yeah, let me know if you like this video and if you want to see more of like decorating or cleaning videos, and I will see you in my next one. Salut!